Hey, Cortavius here. Just wanted to do a video on the news that's come out recently with both the update version and the AI bug fix. I'm sure a lot of you have read about it in other cases or seen other videos, but I know a lot of times I'm down on Plarium in this channel because there's a lot to be down on Plarium for. But you know what? There's some really good stuff in here, and some of it I didn't even realize was live yet. So I thought, boy, if other people are out there seeing that, I at least wanted to bring stuff to life and show you where it's at. So I'm going to walk through those. Hope if you're watching this now, you're probably doing the fusion too, or if ignored the fusion, but I'm at 80 fragments on both the accounts. I will finish Dungeon Divers, Classic Arena, and Gear Enhancement, and something else. So I have myself in position on both accounts where I can just get 5 fragments out of the Champ Chase and skip the second 10 fragments. So we'll see when that goes live tomorrow. I will take a look at the Champ Chase and just see what's there. So they will have 2 times Void. And I think Neve, who's fantastic. If you haven't seen my video on the Neve showcase I did, watch that. Boy, I am 17-1 now since I started using her in Live Arena Gold 4. She's really a lot of fun. So she's available. So there is some more stuff worth pulling tomorrow on Champ Chase, but I can conserve shards on both accounts if I want. So that's certainly an option. So I will take a look at that. I guess speaking of getting new champs, if you want to start a new account and get a legendary to start with, click the link in the description below and you can add Narma to your account. She is a fantastic poison to start the game with, and you also get a pile of epics with it, including Uugo, the best epic in the game. All you got to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox. Narma's sitting there waiting for you, and then Uugo, Anax, and Mausoleum Mage come along as you progress, and enter that Demon Slayer code too, and you can start out with Tholan along with Narma on day 1. Crazy start to raid. So let's get back into that news stuff that I said I was going to talk about. And I'll show you some of the stuff in here where it makes sense. So Shadow Arena just basically says, hey, if you're right there at the Platinum Arena tier and you're there on the awful hours of the morning for me in the United States, so I don't really care, but for those that are there, you won't be able to see what team the enemies are on. So a lot of these top clusters won't attack their own clusters. So now you won't know. Unless you've memorized the team comp they use and the player power they have, and you can identify them. But still possible, but at least they're making it harder. Most of you won't care. Minotaur super raids and quality of life updates. For some reason that they're trying to convince us is to see if we like it. Now, there's some analytics they want to go look at. They know we all want it, so they're just, basically selling it or lying to us on this one. But they're at least giving us a shot at it. And I didn't even realize it. I wasn't paying attention, but it's already live. And there's a clock ticking. So you have 2 weeks and 6 days left to do Minotaur. So I'm pretty sure next CVC, that's all my teams are going to be doing. I might as well get some, I guess, non-PRs probably next. And I don't really want a lot of points in the clans I'm in, but I'll probably be running Minotaur then for sure. Why not use some energy there? So once the fusion's done, I'm sure a lot of us will be getting double in Minotaur. So it's live. 2 weeks, 6 days left on that one. And it's nice that they made the multi-battles smart. So when a champ in the multi-battles, if you use multi-battles or auto-battles, in Minotaur's Labyrinth will have reached the max scrolls, the sequence of battles will end automatically to prevent players from wasting unnecessary energy. So kind of nice that they put that in there. So selling equipped gear, you can now sell instead of having to destroy. So if I take my boy Runic Warder, who I haven't used since the first year on this main account, a long time ago, I can actually go into, like, say, this pair of 4-star, I hope they're speed boots, 4-star speed boots. And if I want to get rid of that, I can. So instead of having to remove or destroy like you had in the past, now you can just go right ahead and to get some silver for it instead of having to destroy it. So that's a nice change. I mean, kind of nice. You don't have to, especially when there's like that free gear removal stuff. People were going in and removing all their gear. Now you can just sell it, if you don't really want to put it back in the hopper, especially if you're like me, I'm always capped out on space. So in the Doom Tower, they'll keep your presets. That's really nice, actually, because even if your team was sitting there, the team settings that you had on there, every time you come back to a new rotation, it's like the game just forgets that you had a team setting. So your team's sitting there, but the AI's not on. So if you just hit go, your team dies, and you're like, hey, if you needed those presets, what happened? And you're like, oh, the preset wasn't on. You got to go put the preset on again, so or get your team setting again. So that's nice. And all the secret rooms, it just wouldn't remember who you used, and you'd throw another team in. So they're at least fixing that. That's a nice one. I mean, it's not a big one, but it's a nice one. Clan versus clan point update. They'll just stop showing you the multiplier once you've reached it, and they'll make it more visible in game. So that's just a visual thing. Nothing really, that important to me there. Clan shop. So I'll save some time here. Basically, they moved some of the medallion stuff earlier, and then they added some new relic crafting materials, which is really cool. But it's so far out there that I don't know if the clans exist that can even get to those yet. So I'm not spending any more time on that because honestly, I don't know how you're going to see it. But take a look at the clan shop and just see if you can get stuff. Well, I decided to take a gander here and actually see for myself. And in our clan, so as I said, there are rank 2 basalts, which not even 3, no 4s, no 5s, even for the best clans. But you got to be a level 30 clan to get to that. Yeah, check your clan rank. Got a long way to go. So, okay, they're there, but not too exciting. Next one is champion filter in the sparring pit. That's actually a nice one. So if I want to add somebody in here, it's nice to know look at that. I don't know if anybody else does this though, but I still come in here and I scroll and then I realize, oh, wait a minute, it's empty. I guess I was always able to flip it, but I never really managed to do that. I always just scroll down. So the only thing I do wish in here, I wish like the 5 stars were in their rows and then they just started a new row for the 4s and then started a new row for the 3s. So I wish actually the rows would just end. And I guess what I mean by that is like here. So with the 3s and the 2s, I'd actually like if the 2s just started their own new row. So then I could just see the breaks a little easier. Because I find myself having to go in here and go, where do the 1s end? Do I have any 9s that I want to put in the sparring pit? So I kind of wish they had just broke them into rows by level. That's probably one thing I would have liked to have seen. But at least it's only champs I can actually put in the sparring pit. So that is a nice change. The next one is the Guardian Ring quality of life. So if you're looking at champs, when you unselect somebody, it doesn't take you to the top. Man, I hated that. So if I'm here and I've scrolled down and I'm taking a look at Teixeira here, and then I unselect Teixeira, it leaves me right where I was. In the past, it would shoot you all the way back up to the top, and you had to figure out where you were again. So it's a simple little quality of life, but I call that quality of life because that would irritate me every time I had to do that. So happy with that one. Next one is the champion filter range quality of life. So you'll be able to sort through your champions to find specific amounts of certain stats like speed or crit rate. I've not even checked that out myself. Let's go take a look. So you come in here to filter. You can pick any stat you want. So let's say I want speed, and I want somebody between 400 and 442. I see my 2 champions that are in that speed range. Out of curiosity, if I said I wanted that to be... So that's worth coming back to one more time. Like, when would that be useful? Like, where would that be an example use case? So in Clan Boss, for example, in the unkillable teams, sometimes you have to have champs in specific speeds. So in this case, let's say that I needed a champ between 170 and 175 speed for Clan Boss. I can come in here and just look to see who's between 170 and 175 speed already, and maybe I can just use that champ instead of building a new champ if I want to test a Clan Boss team out. So I can come in here and see, ooh, I've got Fane sitting on there, who happens to be in my unkillable Clan Boss team, and I could just put her in. Oh, wait, if I want a Force champ, I could try and use Candrafon. He's not going to do as much damage as her, but it gives me a view of just which champs are already in a designated speed range. So just a cool way to do that. So the next one is the gear filter improvement, where you can filter gear by the number of substat upgrades. So not the gear filters I'd fully want, but you can at least play with it. Well, funny enough, I've been clicking around in here for a while trying to find that thing. Finally found it. So if I just come in and click on speed, I can come in here and say, hey, show me all my quad rolls of speed. And if I hide set filters, I can see I have 6 quad rolls of speed, which you can't see. So sure enough, quad rolled speed there. And I guess I have 6 of those. Basically 26 speed. That's not even glyphed. Whoa. So yeah, I got 6 squad roll speeds on the account. All right. And while I'm here, by the way, another one of those that's going to come up is you can click between storage and equipped. So you can actually say, hey, just show me the stuff in my inventory, but not what's equipped. Show me what's equipped or show me both. So new ways of doing that. So new filters there. So that's pretty cool if you just want to see, and as I said, I can show 3-star upgrades, 2-star upgrades. I guess I can't click show me 3 and 4. I just have to choose one of them. So, all right, well, new filters are good. What the filter I want most that they haven't put in the game, I want to be able to say, hey, show me, I want to pick the level, like this level 16. I want to be able to change a filter on that. Only show me items that are between levels 1 and 11. What do I still have to roll? That's what I'd like. For me, if I want to find what to use in gear enhancement, that's the filter I'd like to see most in that section. So a couple other minor ones on notifications, Siege Mana and Shrine improvements, advanced quests. That's a nice one. They're dropping the Phantoms and Shogrims from 5 down to 3. It was always a shame because I think you had to run like 100 energy to get 50 back. So I feel like some of these changes they made, they're just net energy reductions. So at least now you're going to spend probably 60 energy to get 50 back. You're not even breaking even unless you're running a lower stage. Run stage 1 and you can, I guess you got to run stage 15. Can't even do it. So maybe you get make up 5 that way. And then there is a champ rebalance for Coronar in here. I'm not going to go through this with you because if you're one of the few people who have Coronar and have Manaya and you want to run them together, he's a lot better with her. Well, he's better without her, but not by much. So honestly, they made him a lot better with her. So the biggest impact is you will see Coronar in PvE, and he's going to be harder to face. So I feel like this is more of a PvE buff than it was a buff for us. And then that's pretty much it in this one, right? So no, that's not true. So Relic rebalance, they did rebalance the Crown of Corruption. It had crazy speed on it. So I think fair to rebalance that. I mean, how did they ever put it in the game in the first place and not know what they're doing? But apparently they don't know what they're doing, so they did drop it down. Now it has 24 speed, so it's still a great relic, but it's just not busted broken like it was. So improvements and battle fixes. The biggest thing I will pull out from this is just watch the screen scroll by. That's how many bugs they fixed. I'm just mostly amazed by that's a lot of bugs in the game, and we know that's not all of them. It's a crazy number of bugs. So I read through every single one of these looking for something that was, ooh, wait a minute, that's impactful, and they just buried it in a bug list. I honestly don't really see anything here. I've seen some of these bugs before, but I don't see, and so, there's a few of these where I'm hearing like, oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm glad they're actually fixing that, but nothing monumental. Like this one in the Siege, putting in a reserve team in Siege, it would never let me put the reserve team in. I'd have to put in, from my saved teams, I'd have to put just a single champ in, take that champ back out, then I could put a reserve team in. So that apparently was probably this bug. So yeah, so nothing there really then struck me as, oh, that's going to be impactful. There are champs in here impacted. So if you used that champ and had that problem, then, maybe that solves something for you. But they're pretty niche. So nothing worth spending a lot of time here. So let's go take a look at the AI stuff. So they did a round of this before, and I actually asked for people to put comments in on that video where they knew of AI that was bad in the game. And a few people did, and I logged them, and I put that feedback to one of the chat forums that they had. And I'll probably go put those again on this set of AI bug fixes. I'll go find their forum page and put it in there and see the mod see it again. Because I'd say none of the items on our list were fixed here. I feel like these are some more niche ones. So like Warlord's still my worst, stupidest champ in the game. Great PvP champ to put everybody's skills on cooldown, and he opens up with the shields first. Take your best shot. You kill us. If you don't kill us, then I'll put your skills on cooldown. So stupid. But hey, I do like that they come in here and they are at least fixing AI and not just saying, hey, use your team settings. Screw it. We're not doing this anymore. So the fact that they're now doing this is not too long ago since they did the last one. I really like that they do that. So He-Man prioritizing a skill. Newt hitting the boss instead of minions with Blessed Bash. Thank you. Riho using her pressure points, which is her big set of debuffs on the boss instead of a minion. Once again, Ramantu, hey, he does that on the boss. Those are nice too, because if you're just running multi-battles on AI, settings, you can't choose who they target. You can't fix that. So some champs you just can't use because they're stupid. So those changes are nice changes because we can't work around that. I can't, every single multi-battle run, I can't go in and click the boss so he targets the boss while the run's going. It's It's not how you farm. So go with block debuffs, and then from here, as I said, Kaldor, if you have Kaldor, so Carnage, Eostrid, Lamassu. So certain niche champs using certain activities. So none of this applies to most people. You know, some of us will use Newts and Ramantus and Rehos. So, you know, limited, but hey, it might be limited for a certain amount of champs, but I just like the fact that they are fixing these. So as I said, I will take some of the feedback I got before. If there's any of you that are watching this that didn't watch the other one and you comment, I will add that to my list, and I will keep, every chance I get, I'll keep sending those in them because, hey, it looks like they got a list running. So if I can get, man, I look forward to the day when they put Warlord on this list as a fixed AI. So, all right, well, that's the AI. That's the bug fixes. Tomorrow, by the time you see this video, 2x Void will be live, and you'll have a chance to get Neve as well. She is fantastic. So, boy, if you're pulling Void shards, I sure hope, I wish you the best of luck in getting good champs in general. But if you pull her, I pulled her on a video on this channel and didn't even realize what I had. So if you pull her, she's fantastic. As I said, I'm 17-1 in Live Arena Go 4 since I picked her up. So I haven't fought it much, so I'm low in the season. So I'm not fighting the best people out there, but I'm at least having fun in Live Arena when I do fight. So hey, that's it. Hope you're doing well out there. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.